Hello everybody, I'm making this video to help those in my clan who really struggle with Legend and Master Law sectors in Destiny. I don't want anybody in my clan to be missing out on some of the most powerful exotics in the game, like Mask of Bacchus, Curious of the Falling Star, Phoenix Protocol. Today I'm going to be going over how to design a loadout for these Law sectors, and also how to do, in particular, this one, Veles Labyrinth. Um, which is in the Cosmodrome. It's right over here, which actually requires you to fast travel here and travel on foot, which is really annoying. They really should add a fast travel point. But I plan to cover all of the Lost sectors in Destiny, or all of the Master and Legend ones, usually on Master difficulty. Um, but that's something I'm going to be doing kind of on my own schedule, so there's no like set schedule for when I'll be doing these. First, I want to talk about loadouts. So your loadout is going to be determined by the active modifier. So if you look right here, um, there's extra shields, which in this lost sector, there's actually only one shield. There's a solar wizard shield. Two if you spawn the second wizard. Match game, which you just kind of read these. Match game, which means you have to hit those shields with solar damage, the solar shields. It locks your equipment, so when I hit E here, all my equipment will be locked. I can't even mod anything, which I'm sure most of you guys know. And there's going to be extra champions, so there's actually quite a few champions in here, and you can actually spawn more if you make a mistake. So you got to be careful about that. The Lost sector itself is Hive, so that means they're going to have Barrier Knights and Unstoppable Ogres. The Hive modifier is Fire Pit, which means if you kill an acolyte, it will spawn a little pit of fire underneath it, which is not super annoying in this Lost sector, but can be more annoying in others. Destination modifier is plus solar and environmental damage taken, so that's if you're gonna be hit with solar, it's going to deal more damage. But most of the time, they'll be used like Hive will be using Arc and Void from the champions blasts, like the Night Boomer and the Ogres eye beam thing. Chaff means radar is disabled, and I think you take extra melee damage. I think that's a different one. That might be Blackout. And then the burn is double arc damage. So you take more arc damage, and the targets will take more arc damage. And then right now it is legs, so you can check at the bottom there to see what armor is available. So I'm running this on my hunter because I want another roll of stompies if I can get it. Plus I wouldn't mind another roll of frosties, but this roll's actually pretty good in my opinion, except for the intellect, which is not good, but that's okay. To kind of figure out a loadout, you have to figure out which champions there are. So we've determined that there are barrier and unstoppable champions, right? Then you come over here to the artifact, and you kind of pick what mods based on what you have available. So because there's unstoppable, I know I can use a pulse rifle or a hand cannon. I went with pulse rifles because I really like pulse rifles a lot. They're my favorite weapon archetype in the game. So I went with my favorite here, which is Hailing Confusion. It has surplus and wellspring, plus high caliber rounds. I suppose I could use extend mag if I wanted to, but I like all these. I've been using this for a while. So I also went with Arion's Vow. So there's weapons in the game. If you didn't know this already, you probably do, but if you didn't, there's a bunch of weapons in the game that are all exotics that have intrinsic anti-champion rounds. So Arion's Vow here has intrinsic anti-barrier, right? So it has strong against barrier champions. Some like Devil's Rune has Unstoppable. Leviathan's Breath has Unstoppable. Divinity has Overload, though if you're doing something solo, it's probably not wise to use Divinity. I suppose you could, but it's probably not advised. I wouldn't advise it. What else? Divinity, Arian's Vow, Devil's Rune, Leviathan's Breath. Oh, Lament has Anti-Barrier on it. Though when I'm running these Lost Sector solo, I kind of don't really like using swords because bosses tend to stomp, and I don't really like being stomped. But that's kind of up to you. I like to be able to pick off my targets at a distance. So that's kind of what determined the guns I'm using. Is I need Unstoppable. I didn't want to use double primary, so I could have used a scout rifle, right, for anti-barrier, or I could have used a sniper rifle for anti-barrier, but that's 6 cost, and I wanted to use some other stuff in my arms. Particular, I like fastball a lot, and I put down taking charge here. So when I pick up an orb of power, I become charged with light. The final slot I chose was I wanted some arc damage because of that arc burn, and I chose this, which you can get from the Dreaming City as reissued loot because it's got the Season of the Chosen symbol right there. And I really like this roll because I like auto-loading a lot. I mean, I'm using 2 auto-loading weapons right here. And this has chain reaction, which will become relevant in the dungeon soon enough. But yeah, I like this roll a lot, so I use it a lot in Blast Radius. I'm using the Stasis subclass. I mean, for Hunter, there's a couple different options. There's Stasis, which is really good. I'd also like to use Celestial Nighthawk with bottom tree Gunslinger, and then there's also Void, which you can use to debuff the champions in the boss. But I really like the Revenant Hunter at the moment, and here's my fragments I'm using: Torment, Impetus, and Endurance, and I'm using Duskfield Grenade with triple jump and marksman dodge. And there's my aspects. And hold on. Cool. Nope. Hooligans. Mods. I'm using Dynamo, even though I could probably switch this. Actually, I might switch this out because I don't really need Dynamo because I could really use Shield Break Charge. So I'm going to swap that out, actually. I never use my class ability when I'm near enemies, and I pretty much always save my super. So we're going to switch this out for Pulse Rifle targeting, and we're going to use Shield Break Charge. You don't really need to use targeting, I just wanted to. So there's that. And then I'm using, Unstoppable with Taking Charge. I'm using a Charge with Light build.
Unassigned hands, please respond.
And there's a Fallen Skiff en route to the Cosmodrome, but I'm kind of occupied at the moment. I'm using double hand cannon reserves because Ariana's Vow actually uses special ammo, and I want to start with as much ammo as I can with that. And there's another pike. No longer a pike. I could probably swap one of these over to rocket launcher reserves, but I'm never feeling like I'm running out of rocket launcher ammo. And I already have Shield Break Charge right there, so me switching over here was completely useless. We're going to go back over to Dynamo. I might use it. For boots, I'm using Frosties because I like having ability energy when I'm using Stasis. Rocket launcher scav, hand cannon scav. So, fun fact, let's see here. Hand cannon ammo finder, which is right here, only gives you a chance of finding primary ammo when I have a hand cannon equipped. So it's not going to give me any special. But hand cannon scab just gives me bonus ammo when I pick it up. So that's why I'm not using hand cannon and ammo finder, and I'm using the hand cannon scav, and I'm using rocket scav because I don't really need have extra pickup for my pulse rifles as primary. And then I just like double bomber plus high energy fire. So high energy fire also is just helpful when you're well, that's my spend for charge with light, and I don't have any of the other real big charge with light mods like stacks on stacks. So that's why I'm not using any of those. And we're already at 10 minutes, so I'm just going to head into the Lost Sector. Now that I've kind of explained everything, and probably for the other videos, I don't think I'll explain as much. I'll just hover over the things. But for the first one, I wanted to do like a kind of in-depth guide into my build. All right, there's that equipment locked. All right, so you spawn in this tunnel here, and immediately you're going to be greeted by a bunch of Thrall, which are coming around the corner right now. I like using the melee ability just to begin with, and there's actually more Thrall over here. Yep. The reason I'm Alright, don't go down these tunnels, by the way, because remember when I was saying earlier that you'll spawn another champion? If you go down these hallways, you'll spawn another champion, and you have to deal with them if you want all the rewards for the Lost Sector. So, yeah, just follow this path here. Alright, you'll see this long tunnel here that's nice and circular. You'll hear some Thrall. Champion has appeared. We're going to come down the hallway here. I like throwing a Dusk Field. And I'll take out this Thrall. Oh boy. Alright. That guy, I've done this sector a lot. He's really hard to take out when you don't know kind of what to do, and I still had like a really difficult time taking him out when I was using my Warlock, so don't feel bad if he takes you a couple lives, because he's in that tunnel and he's just really like right there. So these Thrall keep coming. Alright, around this corner there's actually a couple more Thrall. Come on, let me back up. There we go. Oh, I have one. More Thrall. This is more than I remember. So, another one. Give me some spin metal. Okay, so now there's an ogre here. And something that took me a while to find out is, first off, with Unstoppable Pulse Rifle, you see how mine glows, and now I have an Unstoppable shot on the side. That means I'm ready to stun him. And then I want you to watch his little horns right there. You see they turn white. That means he's no longer going to be stunned. And then, they turn white right there. So there's a cooldown on stunning these champions. And that actually took me a while to figure out. And I kept trying to stun champions who were not able to be stunned. And it was really frustrating, so. See all my shots, there we go. Cool, so up here there's a knight. Oh, another acolyte alive. So part of what makes these Lost Sectors easiest to kind of find a rhythm. So I like to throw a grenade, hit him with the melee, or hit him with the rocket, and then hit with Arion's Vow. And there's a bunch of Thrall up here, so this is where that chain reaction I was talking about comes in handy a lot, or comes in real handy. Alright, next enemy up is, I like to take care of this wizard right here first. So I'm charged with light, which means I'm doing extra damage to the wizard, and I've got first glance active. I'm just going to slowly take out this wizard, which is why I like, I lost first glance. That's why I really like Arion's Vow in this particular Lost Sector. Cool. Alright, so now 2 ogre champions have spawned, and there's actually a 3rd ogre champion right up here. We're gonna stun him, hit him with the rocket, whack him with Ariana's Vow. He dead now. Cool. There's 2 more champions over here, they're coming. There they are. Alright, I'm actually in danger here. Whack him with my primary a little bit. Ah, yeah, okay. Sometimes you die because I was playing a little bit too, wasn't playing carefully enough, but luckily there's plenty of revives left, and this champion is nearly dead. Oh, he was still on cooldown. See? There we go. He's dead now. Alright, so you don't want to kill every single acolyte here, and I think there's only one. Because if I kill this acolyte, a bunch of thrall and actually a wizard are gonna spawn and make my life a whole lot harder. So if I do this, come over here, I'm gonna kill this guy as quickly as I can. Oh, there's 2 acolytes. I just saw their legs. Well, I kill him as quickly as I can, because once I kill him, I no longer have to worry, or I just have to loot the chest. Alright, cool. Time to loot the chest. I want to do this nice and quick, because I think... Yeah, I don't see any yet. There's a bunch of a wizard and a bunch of thrall, along with cursed thrall, will spawn, and that makes life a little bit harder. Look at that! I got an exotic. Cool. Now that you've got your rewards, all you have to do is abandon activity. You'll be transported back to the flag, and you can just start again. And I've gotten down to like 7 minutes for this last sector, but if it takes you longer, don't feel too bad, because it's a master law sector. It's pretty difficult, you know. So it also helps that my light level is pretty high right now. So, all right, good luck, happy hunting. Don't be afraid to take it slow. One last thing I forgot to mention was, if you run out of time, if you go above the 15-minute time limit, just don't die and you'll be fine, because the 15-minute time limit just takes away your revives, basically. So you can't be revived anymore after the 15-minute time limit is over. So don't be afraid to take it slow. You can take out every little ad that spawns and then focus on the boss. Is Randall over there? Just a straight shake. So yeah, good luck, happy hunting. Be sure to get those really powerful exotics.